What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to Volume 15 of Donovan's Den. I was going to release this Sunday night before the NFC Championship game because I thought that New England would blow the doors off of the Jacksonville Jaguars. As it turned out, it was actually a better game than the Eagles and the Vikings, so this is a little late. But trust me when I tell you this is going to be well worth the wait. This past Friday, I talked about the two things that every man needs to do after he's fucked a girl for the first time. That episode was called Congratulations, You Fucked Her, Now What Part 1. This is Congratulations, You Fucked Her, Now What Part 2. So the two things that you need to do after you have fucked a girl for the very first time, as I realign myself here, is number one, you got to flush the condom. Right? Throw it away. Don't throw it on the floor. Listen, flush that motherfucker and watch it go down the drain and make sure it doesn't come back up. Make sure that goddamn thing is gone, right? You flush it, you make sure it's gone, you wait for water to come back up. You don't flush it and then leave and then assume that the condom's been flushed. You make sure that thing is gone. Number two, send the morning after text to get evidence that the sex was consensual on the off chance that a girl falsely accuses you of rape, because that would never happen, right? Like, girls are always honest and never have regret or buyer's remorse for getting fucked by a dude you just met hours before, right? So now that we have avoided an unwanted pregnancy and false rape accusations, both of which effectively end a man's life as he knows it, let's talk about what to do in the days after a hookup. Most men, red pill or otherwise, are absolutely clueless about the fact that you treat girls differently. You treat different girls differently depending upon your intentions with them. You don't treat a one-night stand the same as you treat a side chick. You don't treat main chick material the same way that you would treat a fuck friend. Okay, this is why dudes get tripped up and end up in a fucked up situation, as in catching feelings for a slut that he fucked on the first night, while alienating a girl that could potentially be a viable long-term option. So I'm going to talk about what to do, when to do it, and how to do it when it comes to one-night stands, fuck friends, friends with benefits, side chicks, and main chicks. I'm going to talk about what to do in the first 24 hours. Okay? I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about what to do within the first week, what she needs to know, what not to tell her, how often to fuck her, how often to contact her, what to tell her to keep from getting the wrong idea, when to contact her, how and how much you invest. We're going to go over all of this stuff with you guys, because again, this is where a lot of guys get tripped up, is they think that one size fits all. Women are attracted to generally the same things. This is why we all do the same things to become attractive to women. We get in good shape, we learn game, we learn to become confident, we stack our money. Women are attracted to these things. But depending on your intentions with them, you also throw in the variable in terms of what the girl is like, what her personality traits are, what makes her tick. There's a big difference in how to handle them. So they're all attracted to the same things, but in order to get what you want and need out of them, you have to handle them all very differently. So that's what I'm going to do first. So let's go ahead and get to it here. First is the one-night stand. This is the girl that you have fucked with the intention of only fucking her one time, or potentially making her into a fuck friend. Now, what to do in the first 24 hours? You need to make sure that you don't leave any identifiable information, and that keeps her from finding you, right? Listen, a lot of girls have one-night stands, and they think that they have fallen in love with, the guy, or they like the guy more than he likes her. She'll find him on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. She might find out where he works. Don't leave any identifiable information so that she can find you, whether it be at the hotel room, your place, her place. If she's at your place, get her the fuck out of there. If you're at her place, don't spend the night, get the fuck out of there. Another thing that you should never do with a one-night stand, never give her your last name. Again, this is to keep her from identifying you. In my 10 side chick commandments, when you know that you're going to fuck a girl only one time, or that you're going to use her as a side chick, I often talk about the fact that you should, if you have the presence of mind to use a fake name, use a fake name. The fake name that I always used to tell girls is, what's your name? Well, my name is Donovan. That's why my pseudonym here online is Donovan Sharp. Never gave him my last name. Oh my God, if I'd given these bitches my last name and told them Donovan Sharp, they'd be like, there that motherfucker is, let's get him. But Donovan was always the go-to name. Listen, I lived and worked in Las Vegas for almost 8 years. Most people knew me by my real name. Bitches I fuck knew me as Donovan, and fortunately for me, wires never got crossed. Another thing to do within the first 24 hours, don't give her a goodbye kiss or anything like that. Okay, you fucked her, it's over with. It was a one-night stand. That was it. Don't give her your phone number. Do not give a one-night stand your phone number. You take hers in case you want to fuck her again. In other words, one-night stands can be used as fuck friends. You can use her as a last-minute fuck or a slump buster. If all of the girls on your roster are busy, or they got boyfriends, or their husbands are in town, or they just don't feel like hooking up, they're already appear, whatever the case may be, call her for a fuck. Now, chances are she won't be available, but you gotta try. Hey, you know what? I fucked Linda a couple weeks ago. Maybe she remembers me. You shoot her a text message. Hey, Linda, it's Donovan. I'm sorry, who? Yeah, I fucked you at the Motel 6. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, what are you up to? Either that or she'll say, not interested. It was a one-time thing. Charge it to the game. Let it go. What to do within the first week of a one-night stand. And again, the one-night stand is going to be very simple. Okay? What to do within the first week? Nothing. It was a one-night stand. Again, the only reason why you would potentially contact her again is to break out of a slump. If you've gone a week and a half without getting laid, call up Linda. The one-night stand, right? The 37-year-old divorcee mother of 3 who's going through a separation and divorce that you met at Caesar's Palace, right? Like, that's what you do. Here's what she needs to know. What she needs to know is that this was a one-time thing unless you call her again. So you fuck Linda, right? You guys have a good time. It's 10 o'clock. You gotta get back. You gotta get back home to your girlfriend, wife, whatever. She has to know that this was a one-time thing. And the way you do that is what I said before. You take her phone number. She doesn't get yours. And if she asks you, well, why can't I have your phone number? Tell her, because I don't want you to have it. Like, this was just a one-time thing. Yes, I had fun with you, but I don't know you. You know, listen, I had fun with you. That's why I'm taking your phone number. On the off chance I may want to hook up with you again, I may shoot you a text. She can get pissed all she wants to, but in her mind, she's intrigued. Listen, guys, I've done this many times before. What not to tell a one-night stand. I'll call you or I'll text you. Nothing definitive. Again, when she asks you, what do you want my phone number for? Hey, you never know. We may hook up at some point down the line. But this was a one-time thing. If you're free, if I'm free, if we're not busy, yeah, we may hook up. Fuck one more time, 2 more times. But don't tell her definitively after you fuck her. All right, I'm gonna take your phone number. I'll call you. I'll text her. Again, don't give her any idea that this was anything but a one-time fuck. And let her know indirectly that the chances of us hooking up again are slim to none. How often do you fuck her? Again, just one time. Unless, of course, you want to use her as a slump buster. All of your prospects are busy, etc., etc. How often do you contact her? Again, this is a very simple category. Never. Unless you want to use her as a slump buster. What to do to keep her from getting the wrong idea? Do not call or text the day after you fuck her. All right? Don't call or text her at all. If you hook up with a girl on a one-night stand and you call or text her the next day, the only time you should text a one-night stand is to get that morning after text. Hey, Linda, had a great time, blah, 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 blah. She needs to reciprocate. Oh, yeah, I had a great time. We should do it again sometime. Leave it at that. Boom. You have your evidence that the sex was consensual. All right? But to keep her from getting the wrong idea that this was anything but a one-time fuck, don't call her. Don't text her. After you get that good morning text, you're in the wind. That's how that goes. She has no idea what your name is. When do you contact her? Again, never. This is a very simple category here. How often do you fuck her? Just once, unless you want to use her as a slump buster. What exactly do you invest? Absolutely nothing. So, for example, you meet Linda at the bar, the club, or the casino. You fuck her, you get her number, and don't call or text unless you want to fuck. That's it. Bring her to your place, go to her place, or a cheap motel. That's best for a one-night stand. That's it. All right, I was lucky. I actually hooked up with a woman named Linda. Dude, I think she was like 38. Actually, I think she was a little bit older. I think she was probably in her 40s. She told me she was 37, which usually means 42. She had, dude, it's funny because her body, like, she had a nice body. She actually had a pretty decent ass for a 37-year-old, but she had these huge fake tits and, like, this long blonde hair. I was like, dude, I'm going to fucking beat the brakes off of this bitch. I fucked her once. I never called or texted her again. That was it. And the sex was great, but it was never anything more than a one-night stand. I invested nothing. She was staying at the Caesar's Palace. I guess she was, as a matter of fact, she's supposed to meet up with a Tinder date there or something, or some online dating or whatever. I walked up on her and I ended up fucking her in her hotel room. Dude, I was out of there by 10:30 that night. Easy peasy. The next category that we're going to talk about is the fuck buddy. To hear the rest of this volume, subscribe to Donovan's Den today on Patreon for just $5 a month. Thanks for watching.